Alright, so today we have back the S13 240 S14 notch top. So this had the originally we had the wastegate, it was leaking on us, Terry had to weld it up. He finally went with a smart decision and went with the Turbo Smart, and it's a V-banded, so we got that all welded up. Also went with the smaller turbo, the Garrett GT 4760. So that's gonna spool a little bit harder on lower end torque, as well as the typical SR thing. Bounced a rocker arm off of the head, so we replaced that, did all the timing obviously. So we're just getting it kind of warmed up as far as for the oil, and then we'll be doing some of the oil changes, flushing it all out. But this is how she looks. We're going on the dyno later on at Animal Auto, so we'll be getting it all tuned obviously with the EV5 and the smaller turbo to get the air fuel ratios all acquired. Other than that, she's running well, so stay tuned. Alright, we're pulling up to Animal Auto, so the 240 can go get tuned for that smaller turbo, and so all the numbers and everything are good when we're going out drifting. Getting everything all situated, putting some numbers so we can see what this motor is making and seeing where the numbers are sitting, and then after that going and then adding what it needs or reducing what it doesn't need. Last run we made 284 horsepower and 266 foot-pounds of torque. The boost should have been right around the same 10 psi, just curving up the fuel map. Made 307 and 277 foot-pounds of torque at 5,500 RPMs, so that's still at 10 pounds.
I lower the time, it's like 2 steps.
Right, 100%.
It's a forcing on spring, you know? Let me pull some more timing and see what it does. See if I make more power, you know?
Yeah.
Because right now, dude, I have the fucking flattest AFR. Like, look at this shit. Follows the whole right here. I can use a little bit, but it's not just for a quick second.
Beautiful. Car's turning really well. Looks like she really likes this turbo setup on here. So Andrew over here at Animal Auto, he's really showing us some love. He's taking his extra time to show me and Terry, you know, just extra little things that he's done over the years to kind of get tuning and more little power out of these Japanese motors. So we're really sucking it in, we're enjoying it. So as more as we go on, like he just said, if you overheard him, he's gonna pull a little bit of timing out and see what the motor does. This motor is on E85, so technically or mechanically, this fuel is allowed to do it. So we're gonna see what this makes. But like I said, she's already making around 300 horsepower and 277 foot-pounds of torque already at about. And there it is, the mad scientist himself. Timing's figured out, made 278 foot-pounds of torque and 300 horsepower on 11 pounds. On 11 pounds of boost. So now we're gonna start adding some boost. Seeing what numbers we can make. Pounds of boost. Last I seen 324 horsepower. 330 foot-pounds of torque, and it was 328 horsepower still. No, she has the torque, bruh. That's that Japanese rice coming in, that dragon coming into play, bro. So we're at 325 foot-pounds of torque and 328 horsepower. And that should have been at 14 pounds of boost, but we're trying to break up at top end. Sound like spark. So we gotta go down to a little bit more, less boost so it's not blowing out the spark. He does have to get the new iridium spark plugs because it is blowing out the flame front as far as when the boost is kicking up at higher RPMs. Other than that, the power's looking really good. Andrew's enjoying tuning this motor. It's making some nice numbers. We're having fun learning off of it. Oh yeah, 320 horsepower and 294 foot-pounds of torque. Um, 330 horsepower, and it was 320 foot-pounds of torque, and that was on 14 pounds of boost. So it looks like that's all she might be making. It is on stock cams, stock valves, and retainers. So it looks like this might be the final output number of this motor, of this SR20 S14 notchtop VVL. And actually this VVL is not engaged on this motor, so it is straight just someone's already having fun. Oh yeah, she's ripping, boys. She's ripping. Just give me a minute, I'll try and give you guys a flyby, all right? Gotta catch up to this SR, boys! Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed that little video of the S13 with the S14 SR notchtop going on the dyno.
She made it back home.
She made it back home. The final output numbers were 324 horsepower and 320 foot-pounds of torque, if I'm not mistaken, on 14 pounds of boost. So it looks like this setup did just fine. You happy or what? Oh yeah.